If you're a music producer and you're struggling to make money with your music, I'm going to show you how you can make money as quickly as possible and at a large sum. So the first thing we need to understand is we have time and we have money. These are our two energy sources. We need to figure out which one we have most leverage in. In the beginning, most people have more time than they do have money. And if you believe that you don't have enough time, we need to just look at our priorities and see how much you actually want your music career. The first thing we need to do is figure out, do we have more time or we have money? In the beginning, most people are going to have more time, but the eventual shift that we want to make is we want to trade in our time and leverage money. In the beginning, we just don't have that kind of luxury, so what we have to do is use our time. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our time to optimize our social media profile. What we need to do here is we need to explain who we are, what our job title is, what we offer, who we help, and a call to action. So in your social media, it should say your name, I'm a music producer, I help this clientele get this desired result. Then it's going to have a call to action, book a phone call with me with the link below. And there should be a scheduled link. You can use apps like Calendly, Schedule Once, whatever you want to use. It just needs to be some sort of calendar app that can communicate between the two parties. What we're going to do now next is we have to find clients. So in order to find clients, this is what a lot of people have trouble with. And we have a lot of trouble here is because we don't know exactly who we're going after. So what you can do is map out exactly who your dream client is. Who is the perfect ideal client? If you could land this client, you would be more than stoked. And in order to find this client and find their pain points and what they actually need, first of all, you need to identify who they are. Then you need to go out and try to find those people. Then you need to try to find some information from them. What do they need help with? What do they struggle with? That's how you're going to market to them. And when you find these clients, what you're going to do is you're going to message them. In the messages, this part is really crucial because depending on what you say, that's where the conversation is going to go. So if we learn how to handle these conversations best, that's what's going to help us convert into a sale. In these messages, we need to figure out three different things. The first thing is rapport. We have to build trust with this potential client or else they're not going to be truthful with us and they're not going to open up and tell us what their problems are. Secondly, we need to find out what that problem is. Do you have a producer? Where do you get your beats? Do you have any troubles with that producer? Have you ran into any issues getting your beats that way? Whatever it is, if they present a problem that you have a solution to, this is where you present a call to them. You offer to get them onto a call, a quick free consultation to see if you guys are a good fit and to see if you can help them out. So once they do, you will schedule them into one of your calendar apps, whether it's Calendly, Schedule Once, doesn't matter, but you're gonna have this scheduling app send them a reminder. You can set it to be 24 hours before, 2 hours before, an hour before, it doesn't matter. You want to do this because you want to make sure that they actually show up on the call. A lot of times people just forget or they just didn't make it a priority. So you want to make sure that they show up to the call. After you've scheduled them in, you're going to call them at that time. And on that call, you need to figure out what their problem is, what their goals are, what's keeping them from getting to that problem. And essentially, we need to see if we have a fix for this problem. That's the entire goal of this. If we can figure out what their problem is and we can present them a solution, let's say they just have a producer, their sound is not exactly what they want. They don't help them with the creative process. They don't stay in communication with them. Well, now at the end, you can pitch them exactly what they need. Okay, we stay in communication this way via an app called Voxer where we can walkie-talkie back and forth. I'm going to send you all ideas from melodies to drum sounds to sound selection. That way you're part of the entire process in creating the song. And I'm going to make sure with you that we verify every sound before we move forward. So now what you've done is you've taken all their problems and you've shown them that you have a solution for it. If you do so, then you can present that solution. If they say yes, that's where you close the deal, you deliver for them, you make them that song. Once you've done that well, you've delivered a great product, what they're going to give you is a testimonial. That's what you're going to ask them for. Just say, can you just send me a quick video of what it was like working with me and if you found it valuable? And just a complete honest review. And if it turns out to be a good testimonial, what you're going to do is you're going to go back, put that in your profile. Let's say you're an IG, you can put this in your highlights, you can pin this to the top. We're now using this as another piece of leverage to get our next client, and we repeat this process over and over. We repeat this process until we've built enough money to start leveraging our money instead of our time. So now, once you've DM'd, you've closed enough high-ticket people, you've closed enough big deals, now you can use that money to run ads and do this instead of using your time to go out and finding these clients and DMing them. So this is just a quick overview. If you want to learn more about this process, more details, more in depth, I'm going to leave a link down below, and it's going to be a training that talks to to you about how to produce beats that attract artists and turning them into high ticket clients. So I'm going to show you an in-depth system of all of this, the psychology behind it in that training. If you want to watch that, the link is down below. Otherwise, if you found this helpful, share it with a friend that you feel like is going to benefit from this. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.